数据哦，或者是美国市场会带动全世界的市场哦，你赞同吗？所以 why I always look at the US data is because US data or US market will influence the other market. So it does make sense for me to look at the US data, and that's why we are here to share with you the information that I have that I think is important, okay, so that it can help you to make the right decision. All right, so if you look at this what we call that research, okay, from the global BOF, okay, Bank of America, all right, so it's quite what we call that popular, or what we call that a popular survey company. Okay, so if you look at this survey, right, all right, the first thing first, all right, the cash. So if you look at the blue bar, so according to research, right, there are many people, okay, still keeping cash. Okay, there are still many people keeping cash. All right, so they don't believe in the stock market, so this group of people still keeping cash. And then if you look at the bottom, the US equity, so these people that has been surveyed by the BOF, a global research, they are very bearish about the stock market. Okay, the fear is very high. Okay, so they are worried about the US stock market. Reason is because that there are a lot of bad news. Okay, recently, like for example, the recessions. Okay, this question still being pop up. Okay, and then followed by the US bank crisis. Okay, and then followed by Credit Suisse bank crisis. Okay, and followed by the crude oil is crashing down, crude oil. Okay, and these are the bad news that cause these people are so worried in the stock market. 所以很多人就是在这个就是说被问到这个东西的话，很多人在美国方面，他们其实还是收着很多现金。All right， 为什么呢？他们现在还是很怕这个股市崩盘。原因就是说很多不祥的这个报道，就是说美国银行啦，这个危机啦，还有这个原油啦，大跌啦 ，OK， 所以经济衰退啦，很多不好的讯息，所以导致他们对这个市场没有信心。All right, so but if you look at the stock market, they didn't drop much. Okay, so it's like what the hell? Okay, there are so many bad news. All right, but then the stock market are still, maintained at a certain level. All right, so this is the unique of the stock market. 所以股市是一个非常奇妙的地方。All right， 所以如果你是一个普通人的话，非常对不起，很难赚钱在这个股市里。So if you are a normal person, right? So when you look at this bad news, okay, logically you shouldn't buy stock. All right, but however, I want to tell you is that stock market is very unique. Okay, it does not mean for a normal people to make money. It's mean for abnormal people to make money. All right, so that's what I call the uniqueness of the stock market. Okay, so next, okay, commodity prices continue to be weak. Okay, 大宗商品，尤其是原油 all right, or crude oil. So crude oil is very important resources for a development country. So every country need crude oil, all right, including China and US, and Russia is keep selling to Arab Saudi, all right, because Russia was being banned by the American, and then also banned by the European Union. So since February, European Union already banned, and they don't want already banned Russia, and then they don't buy any crude oil or commodities from Russia. But surprisingly, okay, Arab Saudi, okay, keep buying crude oil from Russia because the crude oil that offered by Russia is so cheap as compared to Arab Saudi crude oil. So anyone who are so clever, all right, obviously they'll buy from Russia. So after buying from Russia, okay, Arab Saudi, what they do, Arab Saudi, they export to Europe, okay. So you see who is the stupid, people in the world. 所以很多事情就是说这个Europe Union 的话，他们的做法其实是做给人家看罢了 ，all right。所以如果他们不买这个原油，跟这个 Russia 不买这个原油，他们跟谁买？他们一定跟这个沙特买哦。其实沙特也是跟 Russia 买哦，因为太便宜了，所以沙特跟 Russia 买了过后 ，OK， 他们沙特就 export 给 Europe， 其实是一样的哦，转一个钱，然后 Europe 还要付一大笔钱，比较贵哦，这个原油。所以你可以看到这些做法的话，其实是做给美国人看的哦。Alright, so these are the news that most of the people are looking at. It's so entertainment, right? It's so entertainment. Okay, so that's why they are so worried about the stock market because the entire world is become so messy, right? Because of the Biden, is trying to think like old people, old people is very stubborn. Sorry to say that, okay? So that's why they try to create war between Russia and what we call that, China, all right? So that is the situation right now. So now, if you look at the crude oil keep dropping and the commodity keep dropping, 所以大宗商品它的价格一直回调的话，意思是什么？意思是说这个 inflation 或者是通胀有可能就是说不是有可能已经开始下跌自从在这个去年美国的通胀已经开始下跌，为什么呢？因为这个利息调高的关系。当利息调高的关系其实对银行是有好处，可是对经济不好，很多小型企业家借不到钱，借不到钱的话经济就会衰退 ，alright， 所以经济衰退的话 ，OK， 很多公司需要要用到原油但是经济衰退的话，他们就不要再买原油了他们就不要再存货了 ，because of 经济衰退。So what does that mean by commodity prices decrease? It means that the demand has been decreased for the crude oil due to the global recessions. So US has been successfully slowed down their economic, okay, to counterfight the inflation, which they are successful right now because the inflation in the US has been keep dropping. Okay, recent data show that the inflation of February is as of now is 6%, and the interest rate is keep increasing. Okay, so last week, right, the Federal Reserve announced to increase 0.25%, and everyone know about this news. Okay, 所以很多人就知道因为这些都是公开的嘛，你知道我也知道，全世界的人都知道 OK， 所以这个inflation 通胀开始下跌，然后这个利息调高，之前上个星期调高 0.5 个基点。So everyone know about this news already. So it's not the bad news anymore. Unless there is a new bad news, then it might cause the market to be volatile again. So when everyone know about the news, then it's become not a bad news anymore. So the market already factor in, okay, this what we call it, the bad news, and that's why the stock market didn't drop. All right. 所以大宗商品 ，OK。开始下跌还是继续下跌 alright? And if you look at the 10-year treasury yield, okay, 10-year treasury yield, if you look at the chart, right, okay, it tells us that this was higher high, okay, this was a peak, we call it peak. And then after that, since December, they begin to drop, alright? Until March, and then this is higher low. So what does that mean to us? Okay, what does that mean to us? If you look at the theory, all right? If you look at the theory, okay? And if the 10-year treasury yield is dropping, it's because investors feel that they can find a higher return investment elsewhere and do not feel they need to play safe, all right now. Okay, so what does that mean? 所以这个是10年的treasury yield. Okay, so 你可以看到图表的话，它的顶峰是在差不多12月。OK， 12月过后，最近3月它开始回调，从1月份到2月份已经开始回调。All right， 所以这个告诉我们什么？这个告诉我们就是说，全世界尤其是美国的投资者啦，专业啊，我是讲专业，不是讲散户啊，专业啊，他们看到就是说，有一些资产其实太便宜了太便宜了，所以他们个人认为的话不需要再怕 ，OK， 因为这些资产太便宜的话 ，OK， 应该去买这些便宜的资产。So that's why one of the reason, okay, which is very significant that none of you notice is that, okay, technology stock begin to rebound since October, which I share with every one of you. If you still remember, if you attended my webinar every week, right, okay, you will realize that, okay, October period, I share with you that, major indices begin to rebound on last year, October, okay. So that's why some of the fundamental good technology company like NVIDIA, all right, and then for example like Meta, they begin to rebound, okay, and currently they rebound more than 100%. So if you look at the 10-year treasury yield, all right, and combine with the technology stock market, you realize that, okay, the professional trader begin to purchase the tech stock that was so cheap in October. They begin to purchase the tech stock, okay, in October, all right, or to so-called accumulate, okay, the tech stock in October, okay, by selling away, all right, their what we call that, the safe investment, okay, can be a treasury yield, okay, product they sell away, and then after that they use the balance to buy the cheap stock, especially the technology stock. That's why the technology stock was being pushed up so much. Okay, so that's why you need to have some basic knowledge about the what we call that about the financial market. So this is just a basic. All right. So in my class, I do share with some of the students about basic basic financial market that that they need to know, all right, so that they can combine these important informations, okay, to find the quality stock from the sector, okay, from the sector. So drawing chart, everyone know how to draw chart, all right. 所以我个人认为的话，如果我讲到技术分析的话，每个人都会画图表，是吗？我相信你们大家都会画图表，都会看图表。可是重点你要在股市赚钱，其实不是这样简单，只是靠这个画图表罢了。如果每个人只会画图表的话，他就赚爆了。可是他有其他的重要观点你一抓到的话then 你就会发财 alright? So that's why I share with you the class that I teach is not a normal technical analysis class. So the class that I teach is basically combine this basic financial market together with the price actions. So that's why it gives us the high probability of the trade and to identify before the stock begin to run. So we try to buy as low as possible before the price is being, move up. So that is the intentions for the Mastering Price Action workshop. So this is a treasury yield, right? And US strong employments, okay, recently US strong employment is basically from different sector like retail 还有这个tourism and what we call that airline. So these are three major sector, okay, that actually, you know, push up the employment in US or in global. And you can see that that's why the US employments, you know, is not that terrible, all right, still maintained at a healthy level. So that's why the US Federal Reserve worried, okay, if the employments, you know, is strong, and then the inflation might be stubborn, all right? So as a country leader, okay, you know, they're supposed to be happy if their employment force is so strong, but then, you know, they are worried because their inflations, you know, was too high last year, and then they try to bring it down, okay, and they target 2% inflation, right? So that means, okay, they will trying to what we call that, adjust the interest rate again, probably, all right, in this year. 所以它这个非农业其实是蛮强的，在美国就是有三大这个板块，就是 retail、旅游业还有这个航空公司。所以在这个行业里面呢，招最多人的就是这个行业了导致这个 inflation 比较固执一点 ，OK， and then high consumptions， OK， as according to the US data。All right, the US peoples or the US government import more than export. Okay, so ongoing war, okay, between Russia and the Ukraine. So that's why you know, stock market is still volatile because of this bad news. All right, and last few months, okay, 几个月前 okay, Federal Reserve also hints that they are going to increase a higher interest rate, but then they refrain to do so because of the banking crisis. All right, so because of the banking crisis, they slowed down to increase the interest rate. Okay, last week they increased 0.25%, and they're trying to slow down. And this is good news for tech stock, in fact, and that's why you can see this tech stock are quite strong. Okay. And if you look at the US bank crisis, does it settle already? More or less already settled. But the stock price of SVB, okay, dropped how many percent last night? Dropped 98%. Right? So that means the investor who buy the stock, all right, you know, overnight their money has gone. Okay, so like what I mentioned, anything can change or anything can happen. So if you still think that your opinion is so strong, okay, you cannot adapt, then sorry to say that you might not be suitable, okay, to invest in the stock market. All right, so imagine, okay, imagine your opinion is so strong that you think the bank shouldn't be you know, having any issue, and then you keep holding, and then the price dropping to 98%, then your investment amount, you know, will be gone. All right, so if you don't take any action, so that's why you need to be flexible. Still remember, if you have attended my class, I say you have to be flexible. Always look at the chart. The chart will tell you every day keep dropping. They already hints you that please sell me, please sell me. All right, but then if you don't believe the chart, okay, you believe the news, or you believe because of your strong opinion, then you keep holding, and then the disaster is going to happen for your stock. Right? So remember, our opinion is not important in the stock market. Stock market don't care about our opinion. All right, so that's the thing that I want to share with you. Okay, so another thing is that, which I mentioned, all right, so this is a JP Morgan. So my advice to you is that don't rely on the investment bank for their research report. OK， 所以很多报道的话，你看就好你看就好 ，all right? Because why? You have to understand that the research report was prepared by the analyst, and the analyst usually is a fresh grad, okay? And then the analyst is not allowed to buy the stock. They cannot buy the stock because of the conflict of interest, okay? So if you are reading from someone that have no experience to invest in the stock market, it doesn't make sense. All right, so you still if you still remember, the research report targeted the price for SVB 300 哦，我写下来，如果你看不到的话，375块 ，OK， 今天它的 price 少过1块钱 ，OK， 你去看一下 SVB 的价格 ，alright， 少快1块钱 ，alright， so this is what I mean is that don't rely on the research report, believe in yourself by looking at the chart, alright， 所以if you attended my class, I always mention is that believe in yourself by looking at the chart to make your right decision. Okay, so I know some people they like to read. Okay, they like to read, but then it doesn't mean that you know it doesn't mean that it's not good. But what I mean is that try to combine. Okay, you know, fundamental analysis together with technical analysis or price actions. Then it will give you some you know significance importance informations that you know that might surprise you. All right, and this is just another news that you know Biden came out to solve or save the bank. All right, so we look at the sector. Okay, as of yesterday we are looking at this US sector. 所以美国板块的话科技板块还是最好了communication services 就是这个 Meta 或者是 Facebook， 还有这个是 Google， 也是在这个communication 里面 and Netflix OK， Netflix 也是在这个 communication services 里面 alright， so information technology and communication services and then followed by consumer discretionary. Okay, consumer discretionary you like for example ASO and then Crocs, CROX example. So these are the three sectors that are still strong. Okay, three sector that is still strong, and then obviously we should look at this sector, all right? And if you look at the worst sector, okay, the worst sector right now is bank, followed by energy, all right? 7 and 8 minus 7 and 8. So if you still remember last year, this was the last year best sector. So last year best sector was energy and finance, all right? 所以风水是会轮流转的风水也是会轮流转 all right， 如果你有看八卦的话，或者是这个八字then 我们的这个八字每年都不一样有没有冲太岁就是要去拜太岁有没有贵人遇到贵人，所以每年都会不一样。股票也是一样 all right， 股票也是有它的八字它的八字叫做什么风水轮流转 all right， 所以这个东西的话是实在的啦So if you are an investor, so you must look at the what we call that the cycle, the stock market. All right. So we try to avoid this sector right now. Avoid lah. Try to avoid. All right. But however, some of you who like to buy you know cheap stocks or undervalued stock, maybe there are some bank stock is cheap in the US, but remember always buy the good fundamental bank stock. I think there are some good fundamental bank stock that might have some what we call that opportunity. Okay, if you like bank stock, always remember to buy the fundamental good bank stock. All right. So suggestion, okay. 所以我每次跟大家分享的话 ，suggestion 就是不要听太多的 news So my suggestion to you is that please ignore the news, right? Because why? Because the news will cause what we call that emotional impact to your decision making, all right? Because when you look at the news, right, there are a lot of bad news. So you must understand the bad news was prepared by the people, all right? You know, just to fulfill their job, okay? 所以如果每个报道是好的报道的话，有可能每个人的话，有可能很多人就不要去读这个 news。所以人的思维就是说，他们很喜欢去读那些不好的 news，all right? So a lot of normal people they like, you know, read bad news for entertainment purposes, okay? But however, if you are an investor, like what I mentioned in my class, is that you have to be serious, okay? This is a serious matter if you want to invest in the stock market, because you are using your own money, your hard-earned money, all right? So you have to be serious, and from now onward, please ignore the news, okay? And focus on the price action, all right? Focus on the price action. Now, the price action, why they call action, is because we want to buy when the price begin to rebound, okay? We want to buy when the price begin to rebound, so that our intention is that we don't want our money to be stuck. All right, so it's different from the value investing. I didn't say that value investing is not good, but value investing have their own way to try to buy as low as possible and then just wait. But for me, I have a limited money, all right, and therefore I cannot afford to wait, okay? And every single money count. So that's why I prefer to use price action and look at the chart and buy when the stock begin to rebound or when the price begin to move. So that's why we call action, okay? Action, all right? So this means for action taker. Okay, so just share with you that mastering price actions are currently still under subsidy up to 70% for those of you who are new today, all right? Just to share with you, and for those of you who attended my class before, all right, if you think that this class can benefit your friend or family member, all right, or anyone you think that, you know, is important for them, okay, you might want to share this workshop with them. There's nothing shy, okay, to share this class with them, because at the end of the day, you are helping them and you have attended this class before, all right? And then why should they pay full amount for other class? Some other class, you need to pay $4,000 to $5,000 full amount. And this class is currently under subsidy. And why should you pay full amount when there is a subsidy? Agree or not? All right. 所以我的意思是说，如果你觉得这个课程，或者是你觉得身边的人会受益的话你不想他们继续亏钱的话，其实你可以介绍这个课程给他们，因为到目前为止还有 subsidy， 差不多是70%的 subsidy。如果你去外面的话其实外面的课程4000块到5000块，他们要给4000块到5000块。而且没有 subsidy， 但是这个课程现在有 subsidy， 所以你现在不上的话，难道你要等到没有 subsidy 的时候才上所以你自己用脑想一下好不好 ？Then 如果你觉得这个课程可以帮到你的朋友，你可以分享给他们谢谢大家的支持。So we take a look the index， right？ 如果我们看海指的话，其实海指已经开始反弹。海指已经开始反弹，原因就是新加坡银行已经反弹了所以如果你是在上一个星期或者是上2个星期你有来上这个研讨会的话，我相信你已经在这个底部买到这个银行股票。其实上2个星期有很多便宜的股票 ，alright， 很多。So that's why you know if you can come, okay, that's why I ask everyone come every week. Reason is because that, you know, every time the stock market will change. When the stock price drop, like last 2 weeks, I will tell you, okay, the price is already dropped. And I say what? Ready to buy. Okay, ready to buy. If you still remember, 准备买入. All right. So if you managed to buy last week, okay, last week or last 2 weeks, congratulations to you. If you manage to buy, okay, or you make some money now, please type yes. Okay, you type yes in the chat room so that I can know that, you know, you benefit from this webinar. All right. So what happened next? Okay, look like the price will continue to go up, and then the resistance next is around 3,300. Okay, around 3,300. and certain stock is become so expensive. So later we will take a look at the chart, and then you must be careful already, right? 所以这个是就是说每个星期你能来的话是一个好事哦。股票跌的时候我会告诉你哦， then 你就可以开始准备买进。股票一直涨一直涨涨不停的话，我也是会提醒你要逃离的时候逃离的时候应该逃离 ，alright。所以这个研讨会是非常好的啦。所以如果你上了课程的话我就是说我每个星期就是会做这个每个星期的研讨会，就是 update 你们应该做些什么，就是好像 after class support。OK，after class support is what I'm doing is to offer you the weekly webinar, and weekly webinar is latest market informations. All right, so it's talk about real market. If the price drop, I tell you, okay, then you can get ready to buy. When the price rebound, when the price is too high, I remind you to take profit. So it's like an after class support. Okay, it's like after class support. So that's my commitment right now for now. And like what I mentioned, okay, 3,300 is a resistance, all right? So when the price hit 3,300, then you have to be careful, maybe to take some profit, okay? And then after that, we will see how when the price hit 3,300, will they continue to rebound or will they pull back? We do not know yet, but right now is quite positive. Look like SDI will continue to go up until 3,300, right? So this SDI index, and we take a look S&P 500, all right? So one thing I want to show you is that this is S&P 500这个是美国数据S&P 500就是500强公司的指数这个是一个非常重要的指数就是我们拿来参考是否这个美国市场还是算好是算好还是不好。其实如果你看图表的话其实美国市场虽然这个银行危机你可以看到这个 S&P 500其实没有什么跌，而且最近还是反弹。So it shows us that how strong the market is, right? So let me show you the bad news. Just now I show you a lot of bad news, all right? But however, the S&P 500, the price is still hovering above 200-day moving average. So this is actually telling us that the professional buyer, the institution, the hedge fund or fund house, they are accumulating. So that's why I tell you to look at the chart to decide, what is the net cost of the action. By looking at the chart, it is obvious that, these people are not selling, but in fact they are buying. All right? 所以很多时候你可以看到当初10月份是最低点October period was the lower low. After that, the price rebound and then rebound and followed by 2-time pullback. Every time when they pull back, okay, they didn't drop below the previous low. This means that the confidence has been coming back. Okay, the confidence has been coming back. All right. So as of now, you can see that the price, break through 200-day moving average again. All right. So the confidence level of the stock market seems to be coming back. But however, anything can change. Okay? Anything can change. So you have to be careful, must be flexible. Alright， 所以我的意思是说，虽然如此，看图表的话，其实美国市场它的信心回来，但是什么事情都会发生呢最重要是看图表，如果这个图表有跌破，再来跌破这个200天平均线的话，那你要谨慎一点你要谨慎一点 ，right？But 到目前为止来说，还是算 OK 的。So it's look positive actually, although bad news a lot, all right? But S&P 500 consider positive, right? Consider positive, right? It's quite positive, okay? So obviously, when is the next, what we call that? When is the next resistance? if the price can break through this, what we call that, the trend line, most likely the resistance will be somewhere here, 4,070, okay, 4,070, right? And then followed by 4,200, 4,200. Okay, so these are the resistance that you might want to take note, right? 可以吗? Okay. So next, Nasdaq， 这个是科技股的指数，美国科技股的指数 ，right? So if you look at the Nasdaq components, right? Nasdaq component is in fact stronger than S&P 500 right now, all right? So if you look at the index, right? Okay, although the price break below the 200-day moving average, that's because of the US bank crisis. But after that, the price rebound, and they rebound strongly. All right, when they rebound strongly. Okay, so these are the things that you need to take notes. All right, when what we call that, when the bottom was November, okay, when bottom was November, and followed by November, October, and then another December. Okay, so this was the bottom actually. So this was the bottom. When the bottom means that the tech stock was so cheap during that time. 所以当初这个纳斯达克指数它的低点是差不多是在10月份、11月份跟这个12月份。所以当初纳斯达克的股票其实是非常便宜很多便宜的股票 ，right? So that's why the fund manager, these people accumulating. So when they accumulate, right, they do take profit. So some mid-terms investor, they take profit. So that's why the price pull back. And after that, the biggest buyer coming in, okay, and followed by pullback. So the pullback is normal. So this is a healthy pullback. That's what I consider. 所以一个牛市的话，你要记住，它不是一个直线继续上涨，它也是会回调。所以这个回调是算健康的回调 ，right? So, but anything can change. You just need to be careful because as of now, right, when we look at the chart, right, it's quite healthy. So the price actually pull back this 2 days. All right, but the price still stay above the 200-day moving average. So it's quite positive. Okay, it's quite positive. It's look like the market ignore all the bad news. Okay, it's look like the market ignore the bad news. Okay, so that's why they didn't care about Biden. So they didn't care about, the, what we call that, the Federal Reserve increase of the interest rate. All right, so all these new already known by public. You know the news, I know the news, all over the world know the news. 全部人知道这个东西的话，就不代表坏的事情。所以 market 已经消耗掉了这个坏的事情，然后它就没有开始跌。All right, 所以这个是一个重点是一个重点。And followed by Hang Seng Index. So Hang Seng Index this few days also rebound. Okay, Hang Seng Index also rebound. All right. So if you notice, I did mention is that okay, the support level is near the 200-day moving average okay, near the 200-day moving average, although they did break through. Okay, if you look at my drawing, okay, sometimes they want to what we call that in Chinese, they call it 洗盘 so they just want to they wanted to buy at the lower price, okay, but somehow some of the people, they are not willing to sell, so that's why they need to create some uncertainty in the stock market so that the market have this what we call that fear factor, and people begin to sell, and this professional trader begin to buy from this retail investor at the lower price. Okay, so we can see that the index drop, break below 200-day moving average, and then 2 days later they rebound strongly. Right, so we can see that when they rebound, they rebound very fast. So that's why I say during that time, Okay, if you still remember last week or last 2 weeks, if you can buy progressively, if you still remember, 还有在电台我也是有讲买少许 ，OK， 买少许因为我看到就是说庄家已经开始进来 ，OK， 我也是告诉大家，这个上个星期还有在我这个98 interview 的时候，其实是应该准备买进，如果你听到的话 ，OK， 如果你怕的话，那时候我也是就是说估计你们就是说建议你们买少许 ，OK。Buy a small position, all right, when you are not sure. Because why? Stock market always rebound during uncertainty. That is why a lot of people, retail investor, when they are so afraid, when they are so scared, okay, professional trader begin to buy in. All right. So now the price already push up. Okay, some professional trader might be selling some to the retail investor, but I think okay, Hong Kong market have a great potential. All right. I will tell you why, okay, because you know, they are very long story. Okay, I will tell you why in the class, that will be better because you know, it's a pretty long story. So we can see that the price begin to break through the downtrend line and then they gap up today. Right. So Hong Kong market, please don't miss out the Hong Kong stock, good fundamental stock. Do buy some Hong Kong stock. 可以吗？所以我的建议是说，如果你没有买过的话，我希望说你可以参与了不然的话，它开始跑的话then 你就觉得你错过了机会，然后你就乱买，很多人就是乱买了，因为它已经跑了，所以你现在不买，我问你，你几时要买呢？等到它爬上3万点的时候你才买吗？所以不可能是吗？所以在这个webinar 里面，我希望说可以跟大家一起买股票然后等到牛市的时候一起赚钱好不好？So what I mean is that Hong Kong market still have a great potential. Okay, if you don't buy now, when are you going to buy? You want to wait until 30,000 points then you buy? So it doesn't make sense anymore when the price already hit 30,000. So now still reasonable. Okay, now it's still reasonable. All right, because once the bull market's coming, all right, and if you don't buy any stock, you feel that you are missing out the opportunity, then what will happen to you? You will anyhow buy the stock. So I don't want that to happen to you because anyhow buy will cause disaster, okay, to any one of us, especially when you buy the stock. 可以吗? So the conclusion is what? So the conclusion is that, so this one already rebound. Okay, next resistance is 3,300. So you just need to take a look, all right? So S&P 500 begin to rebound. Okay, Nasdaq begin to rebound. And Hong Kong already rebound, correct? All right, so these are the summary that we have gone through, all right? So it's still okay if you want to accumulate Hong Kong stock, right? So you can as well accumulate US stock as well. Accumulate, accumulate, right? So these are the performance. And Singapore Bank, which I mentioned about last week, okay? Because a lot of people keep asking me about the bank, especially in the Singapore Bank. So I said not to worry about the Singapore Bank because Singapore Bank is still the best bank, okay? Because why? You know, throughout the crisis many years, Singapore Bank has proved it to us is that they always rebound strongly, all right? And this is just to share with you is that the bank net interest, all right, increase okay recently, okay, so this means that a strong earning in Q4, all right, Q4 was driven by the increase of the net interest so it's because of the interest rate increase, okay, the bank benefit, right? So this was the fact, and then this is another asset quality. Asset quality is still healthy in Singapore Bank, no doubt. All right. And lastly, the dividend and the revenue. The stronger revenue will be DBS. All right. And then the dividend yield estimated around 5.8. All right. And if you ask me which bank to buy, obviously I will tell you 3 banks you can buy. All right. I like 3 banks. Okay. So if you have money, you can buy all the bank. Okay. And then you can, give it to your children, or you can, give it to your grandchildren for Singapore Bank, which I dare to say. All right. Other stock I don't dare to say. Okay. Right. So this is Singapore Bank, and recently buyback. 所以最近买进就是说公司买进的股票，我们有这个 Sembcorp Industry 继续买进股票，差不多8 million， 不少。OCBC 也是有买进他们自己的股票，差不多4个 million。扬子江买进差不多3个 million， 还有 Singapore Exchange、Nanofilm， 还有这个 Food Empire 买进500多千，其实是不多。所以我要这边强调的话，虽然给你看这个公司买进自己的股票，并不代表说这个股票一定会起。Alright, so disclaimer, what I show you here, the buyback stock from the company, it doesn't mean that the stock price will go up. Alright, just for your information. 可以吗？ So what is the stock watch list that I have? Alright, so today, in fact, if you follow our Telegram, alright, we did mention about China Aviation. Because why? Because the price went up, it pulled back. Recently, they rebound. And then we managed to catch, okay, near the bottom. We managed to catch near the bottom. All right. So through the Telegram for our client only. All right. And then Sembcorp Industry, no doubt, still good. Genting is still good. DaRenTang, Delfi, and Food Empire. So this went up a lot. All right, so you have to be careful when the stock price went up a lot, then you must find a way to take some profit. All right, so we take a look at the stock. Okay, beside this stock, what about the bank? So I did talk about the bank last 2 weeks. 所以上个星期还有上2个星期，我也是跟大家分享这个银行的股票。那时候是美国银行股票的危机，其实是带来了机会。所以上2个星期。我也跟大家说，新加坡银行有跌，其实是可以买。上2个星期了，今天的话已经涨了。All right, so we take a look take a look the bank stock first. OK, 我们先看银行股先了DBS, all right. So DBS. Right, so this was what we call that, the price that was quite reasonably for you to accumulate. Okay, then after that, this few days they went up, right? So the previous high was here, right? So 如果你们要买的话，其实还可以，可是你可以做这个中期就好。All right, so I think midterm still okay. All right, midterm still okay. Right, so because the price, if you did not manage to buy last week or last 2 weeks, okay, then now already went up a little bit. So if you still want to buy, you may want to buy a little. Don't buy too much. All right, because I prefer to buy. The preferred price is of course somewhere around here, around 32.80 cents or 32.40 cents. So this was the best price to accumulate. All right, now already went up. So you still can buy, but maybe no need to buy too much for midterm. Okay, for midterm. All right. And followed by UOB. Okay, so UOB, all right, also rebound, and UOB rebound pretty strongly. All right. UOB rebound pretty strongly. So this was the entry point, 28.30 cents, right, or $28. All right. So I mentioned about Singapore Bank last week and last 2 weeks. All right. 所以今天你看的话，1个星期过后，你看的话，银行股票就开始大涨。Right. So that's why 孩子有涨，是因为银行涨。So that's why the STI index increase or rebound is because of the bank rebound. Okay, is because of the bank rebound. OCBC, right? So it's pretty nice entry point. You can see that, all right? Oh my God. So if you miss out, I don't know what to say lah. If you have attended my class, okay, that's why I say keep the stock, put in your watch list, okay, wait for the pullback, all right? So very nice entry point. So if you miss out, then you got to wait lah, all right? So the next thing next, okay, around $12 was the best entry point, all right, and then followed by $12.10. Okay, so now rebound, okay, so we'll see how will they go up to $13. 所以我们看了它会不会上到13块 right? So that is bank. And next thing, okay, we talk about food empire. All right. So food empire, so we talk about this stock almost every week. So I hope that some of you buy 啦。所以 food empire 的话，几乎每个星期我都在讲这个股票。All right，所以希望说你有买到这个股票，你有买到的话，请 type yes 好不好？给我看到。So 如果你有买到，你 type yes，then 恭喜你哦，恭喜你。Then 我要告诉你们，要开始小心这个股票。OK，为什么呢？因为太高了哦。如果你能的话，尽量减仓哦 ，take profit， 尽量减仓，take profit。OK， 为什么呢？因为它已经开花 ，OK， 已经开花。All right, a flower is being formed from the moving average. All right， 开花就会结果了哦，结果。All right, so you have to be careful if you buy this stock. What I mean is that profit taking might happen anytime soon. Profit taking might happen anytime soon. So it's better for you to sell first a little bit, or maybe based on percentage, you can get out 30% of the position first, or maybe 50% of the position first. All right, because a flower is being formed. Okay, a flower is being formed means that profit taking might happen anytime soon. All right， 所以开花就是告诉我们有可能这个套利会发生哦，随时都会发生，所以你们要小心了哦。All right， 所以这个是 Food Empire， 恭喜你们有赚到钱。All right，and another stock is Delfi. All right, so Delfi, okay, so it's also pretty strong. All right, and then recently they rebound, and today they pull back. All right, again we talk about this stock every week also, every week. All right, so you can see that the price begin to volatile last 2 weeks, pull back, and then they begin to rebound again. Right, so as long as the price stay above what we call it, $1.10, I think still okay. So as long as the price stay above $1.10, I think it's still okay, right? So just need to be careful because it's already high. Okay, it's already high. All right. So again, DaRenTang. DaRenTang 的话，继续的向上。All right, so DaRenTang的话继续向上。DaRenTang是新加坡上市的股票了哈，但是它是以美元为主哦，美元为主。All right, so continue to go up, new high, I think. All right, so I think the momentum is continue. Okay, the momentum is continue. All right, the momentum is continue. So new high, the stock is new high. All right, and followed by Genting and Sembcorp Industry. Genting, we take a look. Genting. So Genting 的话还是 OK， 今天有一个十字架 ，right？所以虽然它很慢哦，可是它每次都在涨。Alright, if you look at Genting, right, Genting is one of my favorite recently, alright, because the price keep going up, of course, because it's people are buying. 所以有人在买的股票 ，OK， 我们就跟住买 ，alright， 所以这个中价还没有卖，所以看得出它的中价还没有卖 ，alright， 所以等中价卖的时候 ，OK， 我们就开始套利 ，alright， so now there isn't any sign of what we call that profit taking, okay, so it's look like the people are still accumulating, alright, so we will see how, okay, because by looking at the price action we know that when to take profit and when to sell, so that's the important thing. And followed by Sembcorp Industry. So if you look at Sembcorp Industry, also very high. So most of the stock are very high. All right. So again, when the stock is very high, a flower is being formed, take some profit. All right, take some profit. OK， 所以这个也是开花，也是要结果了。所以我的意思是说，希望说你能套利了哦。有谁买到这个股票？有谁买到这个股票的话，可以 type yes 吗？有吗？ Alright， 所以恭喜你们了哈，你有买到这个是这个股票，我每个星期都在讲，已经讲了1年，还在讲 ，Right？OK， 因为so I talk about this stock almost every week, alright? I think more than 1 year already, and still talking about this stock, alright? So if you make some money, right? You type yes, okay? At least you let me know, okay? So if you make money, then you know what I have been doing, I think is worth, okay, my time, and then hopefully you know I give some value to every one of you. All right. So again, yeah, went up a lot. Okay, just be careful. Profit taking may happen anytime soon. All right. But of course, if the price continue to go up, is good lah. But again, what's go up will come down. All right. But a healthy pullback is okay. A healthy pullback is okay. So that means anything can happen. So before it happens, why not you take some profit first? Take some. Okay, no need to sell all. Take some profit. Right? You can buy when the price pull back. Okay, you can buy back when the price pull back. Okay. And lastly, China Aviation. Right. So China Aviation. Okay. 所以如果你看我之前画的话是在这边 alright, and then if you plug in 100-day moving average, right, so this was the entry point 90 cent, alright, 所以这个很美，所以你看它图表的话是非常美哦，非常美 right， 所以上了差不多 9.68 啦，所以也是恭喜你们啊，你们有买的话让我知道 type yes, OK， 让我知道 type yes 一下 alright，所以有可能还会继续涨 ，OK， 虽然这边有一些 resistance， right， is about a resistance here， okay， I think still got potential. So if they continue to break through, right, I think $1 has no problem lah, huh? $1 has no problem, right? $1 is no problem, okay? So it's a pretty nice chart, okay? It's very, very nice chart, all right? So when we talk about this stock, the price was somewhere around here. So 7毛8的时候，我们已经开始讲了，讲到1块8分 ，OK， 1块8分，然后它就开始 pull back。then 最近 last week 我又开始讲9毛的时候 ，OK， 你有进的话，恭喜你们 ，OK， 所以这个东西全部都是 price action 来的 ，all right，price action， so it's come from the price actions that I teach you。Right, and then it also come from the sector rotations, right? 板块的分析，所以这个非常重要。如果你只会画图的话，不会找股的话，也是一塌糊涂。Alright, so it's my message to you is that no matter how good you are in drawing the trend line, no matter how good you are in the technical analysis, and you buy the wrong stock, then you will be messed up. Alright, so I show you how I do it, and I also show you how I buy it. Okay, when to buy, how to buy, why you need to buy, and why you need to sell. So all this will be covered in the price action workshop. So 你要去哪里找这样的课程包到完 A to Z 包到完的？所以有些老师的话，他没有教到完，而且他还收你4000块，还有5000块。So a lot of stock guru, they don't teach you everything, all right? They still, collect 4,000 and 5,000 from you. All right. So what I show you is that, okay, it's a complete set of the blueprint, okay, from A to Z. What to buy, when to buy, okay, when to sell, all right, how many quantity to buy, all will be covered in the workshop. Okay, next. 美国 ，all right， 所以这个是美国的话，大致上这个 NVIDIA 还是蛮强的 ，OK，Energy 的话还是 OK， 这个比较小的公司 VIST 继续涨 ，SGML 也继续涨，所以我们先看这个SGML 跟 VIST，SGML，all right。So if you look at the price, although it's quite volatile, right, but the price is continue uptrend, okay? So we can see that they hit the resistance, okay? They hit the resistance, right? So it means that, in our teaching is that, okay, when the price keep hitting the resistance multiple times, chances are one day, okay, one day the price may break through, okay, 所以意思是说之前有4次它中了这个 resistance, right? Then 有可能就是说很高的概率了，有可能有一天它会突破这个 resistance. So there is a very high probability that the price might break through the resistance. Okay, because why? Because for the past 4 times attempts trying to break through, but it failed. So they keep trying. Okay, so one day they might successful. Right, so keep watching this stock and followed by VIST. Right, so VIST is very strong. Okay, it's still very strong. So this is individual stock. Although we look at the energy sector is struggling, all right, but this individual stock, all right, very rare, is still very, very strong. Okay, it's very strong. So you can see with the price pullback, entry point, price pullback is the entry point, right? So it's very strong stock. Okay, so keep into your watch list, and if you buy, okay, congratulations, because I talk about this stock almost 6 months already, and I keep talking about this stock, and it keep going up. Alright， 所以这个股票是美国股 ，OK， 是关于原油的股票。虽然这个原油的板块有下跌可是这个原油的股非常奇妙，它一直涨 ，Alright， 所以你可以看到有时候个股也是会涨的虽然它没有跟住这个板块来跑 ，Alright， 所以 if you buy this stock, let me know. Please type yes if you buy this stock. Don't be shy, okay? Alright. Thank you. Yeah, they are someone buying this stock, okay? And 还有什么股 ，right？ 所以 BA 我们看一下 BA， 很久没有看这个 BA 了。Boyong， so Boyong recently also rebound after touches the what we call it 100-day moving average, 100-day moving average. So the price begin to rebound. All right. So I think still got great potential because the previous high was $400. 所以我个人认为的话还有很大的潜能然后之前的高是400多块，所以今天才差不多200块 ，right？ 所以还有很大的潜能，所以 still have a great potential, right? So currently is around $205. Still got a lot of potential, right? 所以香港股票会是怎样呢？香港 ，so Hong Kong we take a look. Hong Kong I found quite a number of them. In fact, Hong Kong there are quite a number of them. I have been watching. All right, but because of the time limitation, I will find, consider the best stock lah. Okay, China Resources Pharma. So this is a healthcare stock. All right. So if you still remember what I call that the sector, okay? So one of the sector is the healthcare sector in China, right? China, because of the aging population, so they need healthcare, a quality healthcare, right, for their people. So that's why there are a lot of good healthcare stock available in the Hong Kong stock market. So why sometimes we need to buy overseas stock is because our own country don't have the healthcare stock available. So we need to move overseas to buy the healthcare stock, especially in the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. 所以我个人认为的话，如果你要买这个医疗板块的话，其实新加坡的医疗板块并不多哦。除了大润汤也是从中国来的哦。其实很多这个很优秀的公司哦，其实是在香港上市。OK， 所以刚才我给你看这个恒生指数所以还有很大的空间上涨。所以我的意思是说，你们要找对的公司来买 ，OK， 找很多优秀的公司基本面公司的来买。So a lot of potential in Hong Kong actually. All right. So this is a few of the stock that I have find out, and then I want to share with you. All right. But again, please do take note that Hong Kong stock is very volatile. Okay. So, when they pull back, they can pull back 17%. All right. 12%, 20% when they pull back. Right. It's a very volatile market that you need to know or aware before you buy. Okay, so if you are new, you can observe lah. Okay, you can observe. Okay, if you are experienced, you should buy. Okay, because Hong Kong next will be a very big market. Okay, 可以吗？所以这个是 China Resources Pharma。Then 我们看这个 AK Medical。AK Medical 我每次都在讲。All right. So AK Medical, okay, is still very strong, okay, moving uptrend, okay. Every time when they pull back, they touches the support level and they rebound. So we can see that, yeah, it's a very volatile stock. When they drop 17%, 20%, 27%, 26%. So they drop a lot. When they go up, they also go up a lot. So you need to be aware the characteristic of the Hong Kong stock market is different from Singapore, right? So this is one of my favorite, okay? And then Yadea 很久没有看了，所以也是在我的 watch list, okay? Right? So they went up also, right? So previously they went up and then they continue. All right, how many percent from the bottom to the top? Around 73%. All right, from October to March. From October to March. 6 months, within 6 months, 73%. Not bad, right? Okay, not bad. Okay. So if you can find this type of stock, all right. So congratulations to you. So how to find this type of stock? So I always teach in the class lah. So that's why you need to, you know, if you want to improve your investment or if you want to improve your portfolio, yeah, make sure. That's why make sure you attend the class, and so that I can share with you what is the secrets, right, to find the right stock. Okay. And Alibaba, okay, Alibaba 今天暴涨, right? So these are some of the fundamental good stock, right? And I also mentioned that, okay, Alibaba dropped a lot. So if you want to buy, last week I did mention you can buy a little bit, okay, accumulate progressively, all right, because we do not know how low they can go. And this today they break through, okay, they break through and get up, all right. 所以你看哦，当它上的时候，它没有给你机会进啊 ，all right。所以当它跌的时候，你可以慢慢的买进慢慢的买进 ，right？ So when they go up, they don't give you chance to go in, right? So this is Hong Kong stock. The characteristic of the Hong Kong stock is very unique. You can see Tencent, right? So it's same thing. When they rebound strongly. They don't give you chance to go in, right? Okay, so this is the channel. So you learn channel in the class as well, all right? So the pullback, resistance, pullback, resistance, and breakthrough, right? So this is what we want to buy when the price begin to rebound. Okay, so this is what I call price action. A lot of people ask me, what is price action? Price action means that we want to buy when the price begin to rebound. Okay, begin to rebound. So I bought here actually. I bought here, and then after that the price breakthrough. All right. So this is what I call price action. Okay, we want to buy when the price begin to rebound. And my intention is that I don't want my money to be stuck. I want my money to make more money. Okay, so that's why I use price actions. Okay, right. So if you look at Tencent, in fact is one of the stronger leader. Okay, stronger leader of the stock in Hong Kong stock market. Right, that you must have in your portfolio. Okay, that you must have in your portfolio. So okay. So this is the, what we call that, the watch list. So what about your watch list? Okay, share with me your watch list, right? So share with me with your watch list, right? In the Q&A session. CitiDev SD Engineering, CitiDev 最近也是有跌，应该是不错，如果你有买的话。CitiDev, right? Okay, CitiDev, right? So CitiDev, actually they move in a sideways. Can you see that, right? So they telling us that this is a support, and they tell us very obviously it's a buying opportunity, right? But then you must know when to sell. Okay, recently the price, this was the resistance. If they can go up and hit $8.37, that would be good. Okay, 所以图表告诉我们说，其实它是走横盘，横盘。所以如果你可以在7.3块买到的话，8.4或者是8.3毛7的话，应该放掉哦。如果不要太贪心的话，8毛3就可以放掉 ，right? So if you are not too greedy, okay, if the price rebound and hit $8.30, you might want to sell, because each time when they hit $8.30, okay, they begin to pull back. Right? So I think it's one of the opportunity. Okay, I think it's one of the opportunity, right, that you can consider. But however, do set stop loss huh? Remember to set stop loss, because nothing is 100%. Nothing is 100%. All right. And SD Engineering. SD Engineering already run. Okay, already run. Right, the support is here. 所以之前我有讲到这个股票哦，所以那时候讲的时候3.3毛6，差不多是 support level, right? So now the price try to break through, so it hit resistance. Okay, can you see that they hit resistance? All right, so they pull back a little bit. So if the price continue to rebound, then we may see the resistance is somewhere around here. So next resistance will be here, all right? So it's already went up. Profit taking is occurring right now. All right. Okay, I will probably pick two from here. All right. Have to be fair, huh? Because everyone also want to analyze the stock. All right. Samudera. Samudera, obviously the price already weak. All right. So Samudera, the price already weak, so you have to be careful. Look like the price is having a support level here, but if look at the candlestick is a very bearish candlestick. right? So you have to be careful, okay, because people are selling, okay, people are selling, right? People are selling. So if the price can go down further, so next the support level is somewhere around 116, right? So obviously the top here, if you don't sell, then the price begin to go down. So what I mean is that what go up will come down. I think you understand what am I talking about. 所以有上就有下，所以 that's why I say you must learn how to sell. If you don't learn how to sell, all right, then again, you'll be losing money. Okay, initially you make money, then after that the price you didn't sell, okay, become losing money. Okay, this is not what we want. Okay, this is not what we want. Right. So Singtel, okay, we take a look. Singtel. Singtel, how is it? So Singtel 的话 support 是 234, right? So it's very obvious. If you want to buy this type of stock, okay, you buy as low as you can. And the best price to buy is 234. Okay, 234. All right. So next, where is the resistance? Resistance, I think somewhere around 264. Hopefully the price will go up 264. All right. And if they can break through, maybe the next price is 271. Right? So if you buy now, I think it's still okay. Not too bad. Right? Buy now is still not too bad. Still got some potential. Right? But when too high, then I will ask you to sell. Don't buy already. So now it's still okay. All right? Now it's still okay. Right? How far? So again, apologize to everyone if I not be able to cover your stocks. So how far a bit disappointing. How far a bit disappointing, huh? All right, because why? Because the price crashed down aggressively. 所以这样看的话，其实这个庄家并不是很好了哈，因为庄家心态不很好的话，其他人就会比较难赚钱。所以如果你看这个庄家他一丢就丢全部，所以你买进的话就无法卖出。But okay, where is the support? The support is here, obviously, right? So if you are buying somewhere around here, 9.28, I think got chance. Okay, got chance. All right, I think got chance. Then after that, what happened? Somewhere around is a resistance. Okay, resistance is 9.71. If the price can break through, I think got chance. Right? If the price can break through, I think got chance. Right? So we'll see how. Right? Okay, the bank. So I will just randomly pick. Okay. So apologize to everyone. If I cannot pick your stock. Okay. Apologize because of the time limitations. Alright, Raffles Medical 这个股票的话，其实要赚它的钱并不容易哈。So if you look at the chart, if you want to make the money from this stock, it's not easy. It's not easy, right? Because you must know when to sell also. When is a support? I think the support is here. And the resistance, I think, is somewhere here. Right? So resistance is around $1.50. So today, big rebound, all right? If you hit resistance, you need to be careful. Because if you buy at $1.36, right? It pull back, then you are not making money, okay? So it might wasting your effort, okay? So a bit difficult to make money this stock. Just take note, Just take note, all right? AAPL, 我们看 AAPL. Apple. So US tech stock is already rebound. All right, US tech stock is already rebound. All right. 所以当初我也是有讲差不多在130块的时候进场 是最美哦，因为之前是 support level 差不多是在130块。Alright, so based on my previous analyzing of this stock is that $130 was the best price to enter. Alright, based on the chart. Okay, and recently the price also rebound strongly because US tech stock rebound as well. Right. So when is the resistance? I think probably somewhere around here, maybe, right? I hope the price will break through, maybe one day. So we will see how, all right? So Apple is one of the best stock, okay? One of the best stocks, right? So if you look at the price, it's not cheap anymore. 130 is cheap. Now it's not cheap, all right? So just need to be alert, okay? Just need to be alert, all right? Okay, we take a look 1211. Okay, 1211, 1211. BYD, all right. So BYD, what happened is that, okay. So BYD, if you look at the price, every time when they touch the support level, they will rebound. Every time they touch the support level, they will rebound. Right? It's quite interesting. And recently they pull back and then rebound. I think the result just came out after the market, which is quite good. So we'll see how maybe tomorrow maybe gap up. So the price gap up doesn't mean buying, so you need to observe. All right. So I'm looking forward to 322. I'm looking forward to 332. I think the price may reach 332. So by the time when it reach 332, you must know when to sell because the price will pull back, may pull back, right? May pull back. Okay, so if they break through, then good for you, right? If they pull back, then you can take profit. Okay, ma? Tesla, okay. Take a look Tesla, all right. Tesla. So what happened to Tesla? Not really moving, but the price is seem to be hovering at the support level 189. All right. Seem to be near the support level at 189. Right. So any reason why the price didn't move? So we take a look at the chart. Actually not that bad. Okay, you see, right? So it looked like the opportunity is somewhere around here. Right? So the support is actually near the 50-day moving average. So the support is actually near 50-day moving average because when it hits 50-day moving average, the price rebound. So we are waiting for this one. Right? So but we see how tonight, okay? If they rebound, then yeah, you might want to accumulate some, okay, if you want to, right? But always set stop loss. And in fact, last night they rebound also because hammer was being formed, right? Can you see the hammer? So the low price was 185, okay, 185, and then after that they rebound. IPA will rebound around 2%. Okay, so yeah, I think can watch. Okay, can watch. All right. So it's quite a healthy pullback. Quite a healthy pullback. Right. But it has been slowed down as compared to Nvidia. Google, GOG. Google, GOG. Right. Google, yeah, I think got chance. Okay, got chance. Right. Obviously, this is a support. Okay, if the price break here could be a rebound, or maybe here. All right, so depend how far they drop. Okay, every time they drop, you accumulate. Okay, every time they drop, you accumulate. All right, so it's a pretty volatile stock. Okay, quite volatile. Can you see? Go up, go down, go up, go down. All right, it's pretty volatile, but it's a good company. All right, and what else? I go up further, see any stock. Keppel DC. Keppel DC. All right. So Keppel DC, yep, like what I mentioned, got potential. Okay, got potential because why? Because the price already rebound. Okay, when the price just begin to rebound, I already tell everyone $1.85. When the price begin to rebound, is somewhere around $1.85. So this is what I call price action. We wait for the price begin to rebound. We don't buy when the price is keep selling down. Okay, because we do not know where is the low. All right. So that's why cup and handle is being formed. Huh? If you know the chart pattern, cup and handle is being formed. I think still got great potential to go up further. All right, but a bit slow, but that's fine, up to you, because this one you also can collect dividend as well. Okay, beside the price appreciation. And what else? SATS. Yeah, SATS already mentioned last time, right? For long-term investment, SATS, yes, you should buy now. Okay, you should buy now. All right. And if you look at my drawing, all right, the best time to buy was $2.46 or $2.47. Right, that was the best time to buy. Can you see that? OK， 所以你那时候上个星期我也是有讲到，上2个星期也是讲到 ，right？ $2.46, that was the best price to buy. Okay, because why? Because if you don't buy now, are you going to buy at $4? 所以你现在不买的话，难道你要在4块钱的时候才买吗 ？OK， 不可能嘛。所以现在买的话还是 OK 的，虽然今天涨很多。So today went up a lot, all right? So I think, okay, you might want to wait for the pullback, okay, if you haven't buy it. So I believe a lot of you have subscribed for the right issue, all right? $2.20, I think that was the best price, all right? So this time, the price, subscription price, the right price is the offer price $2.20. I think it's a reasonable price, okay? So if you want to keep for long term, I think it's okay. All right, because Singapore stock, especially this SATS, is meant to keep for long term. Can? Let me choose the stock randomly. I think I found, yeah, nano film. Take a look, nano film. All right. Nano film, all right. Nano film, okay, begin to rebound, okay. So these are the stock that we are observing, begin to rebound, but a bit volatile. So what's go up, they will came down. What's go up, will came down. What's go up, will came down. So recently the price pulled back and then they try to rebound, all right. So just need to be careful, all right. When they hit resistance, you must know when to sell, okay. So $1.68 is quite a strong resistance. Okay, quite a strong resistance because it hit $1.67. The price might pull back. Okay, the price might pull back. All right, so you just need to be careful. All right, and let me look other stock. Keppel Corp. Okay, we take a look at Keppel Corp. KEPPEL. Pepper cup rebound also. All right. Although energy sector is dropping, but Pepper cup is moving up. So it's pretty strong. Just need to take note the dividend. Okay. 27 April, still 1 month. Okay. 1 month. All right. So the price is keep moving up, quite positive. All right. And will they going up? I think it will, based on the chart. Okay. I think it will. All right. So it's pretty strong. So although it's currently hitting the resistance right now, and if the price can break through, I'm not sure whether come back a little bit before they break through. So will they pull back? Okay, nobody know lah, huh? Will they pull back? Nobody know. All right. So this is just my estimation. Okay. So it look like they hitting the resistance. Okay. There are two chances now actually. Another chance is that maybe they continue, all right, or they pull back before they continue. So there are two scenarios here. Okay, there are two scenarios here, right? Okay, so that's all about the stock analysis. All right, so let me talk about the next slide. Okay, so I hope you can stay until the end of the session. So what is your problem? Okay, what is the problem of the retail investor? Okay, 很多散户他觉得没有赚钱是因为他的运气不是很好，其实是因为他的技能或者是技巧不好 ，right？ 所以这个是可以锻炼的。So a lot of retail investor, the main problem is that they like to read the toxic news, okay? Because the toxic news is quite entertainment. 很多这个news 其实是很多拿来给我们这个娱乐所以如果你越看越多的话，会导致你判断错误。所以我的 suggestion， OK， 我的建议就是不要看 news，OK，don't read news，alright，don't read news，OK，so don't read news. What is the solution? Okay, obviously the solution is price action. Right? So what is price action? Price action is we want to buy when the price, when price begin to run. So that we don't want our money to be stuck. Okay. So same thing here. We can buy near the support level, or we can buy through the breakout. All right. We can buy near the support level and sell near the resistance, and then buy again when the price break through. All right. So these are the pattern. All right. Or we call it chart pattern. Okay. So human also have a face pattern. I explained to you. When you look at the face is happy, okay, then you can make joke with her or him. If you look at the face is angry, then you don't make joke with him. All right, so you avoid him or her. So same thing for the stock market, right? The stock chart. If the price tell us, okay, the price, which is what I call price action, tell us to buy, we buy. Okay, if the stock price tell us to sell, we sell. Okay, so this is how we determine based on the rules based. 所以我们就是看图表来做决定，而不是 OK 我们的想法来做决定。为什么呢？因为我们的想法是不重要，市场是不会听到我们的想法，你明白吗？所以我们一定要靠这个图表来做决定。Okay, so why price actions? Okay, because it can help us to spot the chart pattern so that you can know when to buy, where to buy, and why you need to buy,